Jim, I suppose it's never easy when a side are at the bottom of the table and you're coming into that sort of situation. But how have you found it since arriving?
I've felt it fairly positive. I've come from one similar situation in the league above, from a team who are stranded at the moment, if you like, at the bottom. Finding wins hard to come by. So I've come from a very similar situation in a different division to another, but I was a bit surprised at the general positivity around the place. I feel as though the weight was weighing heavily on the Barnsley lads a bit more than it has been here at Tranmere. I didn't feel, in such a tough situation as I felt in the changing rooms and from the press, etc., every day at Barnsley. So I've felt fairly positive. I've only took part in one game so far, a few training sessions obviously, but one game. It was a tight game. Swindon probably controlled the ball a lot better than we did, but I thought they found chances hard to come by. It was a close game, a penalty decided it. Generally I found it fairly positive for a team that's at the foot of the table, looking up. And
as you've alluded to there, it's vital to be positive. I mean, everyone needs to know the situation and how sort of serious it can be even at this early stage. But without that positivity, you're really going to struggle, aren't you?
Of course, yeah, it's imperative to know where we're at and to be aware that it's vitally important that things have to change quickly. We need to be aware of that. You can't be ignoring the fact, but a slight bit of ignorance towards it doesn't do too bad either. If you do let the weight of pressure start to take its toll on your performances particularly, then things can only get worse. I've not been down there in situations like this too much, so I'm no specialist in trying to recover situations like this, but sometimes maybe a slight bit of, whether it's ignorance or just an ability to be positive throughout things like this, can definitely help.